Yeah, Weege Show is back. I got bad news. Last week I shot a great show. What's up, everybody? I shot an awesome show in the pits of Hangtown, brought to you by our friends at DID Chains and Rims, used by the Honda guys to win both classes today. And it had no audio. It had no audio. I can even show you some of the great video. It was a walk but not a talk last week. Talked to Chase Sexton about his second moto battle at Hangtown with Eli Tomac and how much fun it is to battle like that. But what's funny is we had Eli Tomac on Friday night here at the Toyota Thunder Valley National in our preview show that we do on the Monster Energy stage on Friday nights. I asked Eli if it was fun to battle Sexton down to the wire last week, and he's like, no, that was a real hard push, and that was all I had. I don't know if that was fun. So that was interesting. So I had that info, but we'll never hear it. You'll just have to trust me. But we got the audio issues solved this week at Thunder Valley. So let's review the show again. Thanks to DID. Been doing it since 1933, helping build championships with DID rims and chains, and Honda used them, and they won both classes today, as I mentioned, but it was in doubt. It seemed like it was an Eli Tomac day. Ken Roczen does the usual, starts well, goes absolutely insanely fast in the first couple laps, and instantly has about a 5-second lead. We see this time and time again, and then the question is this just Kenny's day, or are these guys gonna be able to track him down? His early race speed is just ridiculous. And it looked like it was gonna be Kenny's moto, but he did have a little tip over at one point, lost a little bit of that gap, pulled it back out, and then it happened. I'm about to get nailed here by all this stuff. Tomac went beast mode. He went beast mode. That's what the fans here at Colorado want. He got around Jason Anderson. He got around Justin Barcia. Shout out to the hole shot king, Antonio Caroli, who has 3 hole shots in a row, got around him. And then he tracked Roczen down, and it was a fantastic battle. And shout out, you want to talk old school? I'm going to talk old school. It's Roger DeCosta talking to Roy Jansen. Roy Jansen, who works with us over on the MX Sports Pro Racing side. And Roger, Roy has worked at every level of this sport, AMA side, Supercross side, now Motocross side. And Roger, that's probably the 9,000th time they've had a bro down at the end of a race. Those guys are old school. So Tomac catches Roczen, he gets the moto win, the crowd's going nuts, it's everything they wanted. And in Moto 2, Chase Sexton much better. Sexton was okay in Moto 1, 4th. And you were starting to see like, uh-oh, the momentum is going away from Sexton. Maybe it was just a Fox Raceway Pala thing for him. Maybe it was just a round 1 thing. Has Tomac become superior to him? Anderson was able to get him in the first moto last week. But Sexton answered that question in Moto 2. He was the best guy in Moto 2. He pulled away from Tomac. He got Roczen and pulled away from him. And the moto win was absolutely his. And then, man, the battle between Tomac and Roczen, they've had some epic ones. But look, I mentioned the early race speed for Roczen. For every action, there was an equal and opposite reaction. That early race speed, the last couple of years, the late race speed is not there. And when Tomac catches Roczen, do you think anybody thought he wasn't gonna get him? Yeah, good job today. But Roczen did it. He kept fending and fending and fending and fighting him off and fighting him off. Roczen has made some bold claims going into this season that he was gonna fight for it, as he's been saying on the podium, be relentless. He would not yield. Tomac had him 3 or 4 times, and Roczen, using his experience in racecraft, was able to hold him off. I now hear that I think at the end, Eli ran out of brakes. He's trying some daring moves on a downhill that they shortened up, by the way, that old end zone we used to call, where Tomac and James Stewart had potential championship runs, and that changed. Good job, boys. Should have had a 450 overall. You're quarter a lap away. That's right, that's racing. Tomac was still gonna win the overall with 3-1 scores. And then Sexton, I mean, you saw it happen at the Minneapolis Supercross where he crashed away a win in the last lap. You figured that never was gonna happen again. And he did it again, tipped over into ruts with a quarter of a lap to go. And because Roczen was charging so hard to hold Tomac off, he wasn't that far back, and he's able to take advantage, win the moto, go 2-1. Roczen's won at this track 5 times. And I think more importantly than the number, the math, the fact that the points worked out, is the fact that he did prove that he could be tough down the stretch, which I think people were starting to doubt. The way he led a lot of laps in Supercross last year, but always couldn't or wasn't able to hold on against Webb often. And the same thing last year in Motocross, and the same thing in the early rounds this year. But you did see signs. Hangtown wasn't good, but he kept Sexton honest down the stretch at Fox Raceway. So I don't think it's just talk from Roczen. Now, I don't know if this means title, but it definitely means he's even closer in the conversation. I think everyone was a little guarded with their Roczen predictions coming in, not him, but everybody else was kind of, we got to see it. And we saw it today, fending off Tomac. Bummer for the fans to not get that overall win from Eli that they wanted. 250 class. This is weird. Jet Lawrence, again, not the best guy today, but he still ends up winning the overall. He just goes his speed, goes as good as he can, still dealing with a bit of illness. He didn't win either moto this time. Levi Kitchen, what? The chef was cooking, bro. Levi Kitchen's average first lap position in the first 4 motos of the year was 15th. And he kept saying, I just need a start. And look, they all say that when they're not getting starts. It's another thing to actually do it when you get one, and my gosh, did he do it. Kitchen whole shots moto 1. Jet Lawrence gets in the second. Jet said that he was thinking, okay, I can break this guy, I can get him. I mean, when a guy's leading laps for the first time in his pro career, they tend to get tight, they tend to get nervous. They got to learn how to win, right? Nope. Jet took a 5-second gap down to 3.5, and Kitchen answered and got away and won the moto by 9 seconds. Levi Kitchen is on the board as a moto winner. He didn't get the start in Moto 2, still rode very, very well to get 5th from about 10th, and that was enough to get on the podium. Not an overall win, but still a win in many ways for Levi. Got to be huge confidence out of that. And the story in Moto 2, same as it was for Kitchen in Moto 1, but this time, Hunter Lawrence, who just needed to start. Starts haven't been good, got a whole shot, won the moto. So it's one thing to say it, it's one thing to think it, it's another thing to do it. He did it, and I feel like the Hunter can beat Jet vibe is really starting to build, and he finally got him for a moto here. Where is Paul Webb? Paul Webb. Paul Webb's hanging out in Charlotte area right now. Then we'll go hang with him. What's up, gang? Hey, if Paul Webb's not here, you got a guy. It's all right, it opened the door. It helped out. Yeah, I don't think we said anything we're not allowed to say. It's Ryan Dungey back there. Hey, Jim. Oh, stop. I'm making progress, I swear. You know what I noticed? Nobody hangs out. Oh, you want to hook it up? Weege. We've had it before. Yeah.
You going to dinner with Mathis?
Do I really want to do that?
JT?
JT's not here. Yeah, JT's in Germany at MXGP.
Okay.
Yeah, because he didn't need to do TV today, so he has to fly all over to Europe to go to more races.
Yeah, he does.
And yeah, Mathis is not a hangout guy like you would think. He's not.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, he's not.
Like he'll leave the track and just
and
like,
go work and stay in his hotel. Yeah, very rare, Mathis side. He's full focused on journalism, bro. Hey. Sorry to break your heart.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, I was hoping to join you, but that's all right.
Nothing to join. Yeah. So I want to mention, that's Ryan Dungey back there. Dude, he is always here like late. Like one of the last guys here. That's called soaking it up. Hanging with the guys, hanging with the team. That's cool. Levi Kitchen, Hunter Lawrence, they've got to have some confidence. They knew they could do it, and now they really, really know that they can do it. But eventually, you got to figure Jet's going to get healthier. Hunter isn't 100% either. He told me that the family is a petri dish, and pretty much everyone involved, dad, brothers, girlfriend, they all have it. They're getting better. So it's still the Lawrence show until someone proves otherwise, especially as they get healthier. But in the end, it's all Honda. Kind of sneakily, because it looked like Tomac was going to win the 450 overall. And we have 3 winners in the first 3 rounds of the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross 450 class, which is always exciting. I hope you enjoyed the action from Thunder Valley. And I wish I could interview some people, but besides Dungey, everybody's gone. And I think Dungey's in hangout mode. I'm not going to barrage him right there. We got great racing this year. That's really exciting. See you at High Point next weekend. Thanks to DID for backing the show.